Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. So welcome on the second part of the video. Welcome back on Piper Driver's channel. So as I said before, today or the second part, I'm going to explain or to execute the landing on the runway 24 using the ILS Yankee. So right now I'm at flight level 110 and we are descending to use runway 24 for landing. So as we can start, or the first thing that we can start with is to insert my ILS frequency, or we can see it on the brief strip as we discussed it before. So I will come here and I will put 119er decimal 5. Standby frequency, I will put it on the active. Same thing for the first officer. So first step done. Now we put our course 241. So 241. My side and the side of the first officer. 241. Passing 10,000 feet, we should put the seat belts and the landing lights. And our landing configuration is going to be 3. Okay, that's enough for speed brake. And I will reduce speed to 200 knots. Okay, so I will explain another one. Right here we have glide slope, and here the localizer. The first thing that we should keep in mind is that if we pass half scale of the glide slope or half scale of the localizer, we should execute a go around because we consider it an unstable approach. And for sure we don't forget to put our final approach speed and a margin of 5 knots plus 5 knots, sorry. So we are keeping descending. I will keep decelerating. This is unacceptable in the real life. We shouldn't exceed the 250 knots below 10,000 feet. So I will reduce my rate of descent to 1000. And of course the baro reference or the minimums. Category Charlie 322. Passing transition level. Let's double check for the QNH. It was 1014, but let's see again. Still 1014. 1014 checked. And go back to minimums, category Charlie 322. And let's come here and put 322. You can read on the baro 220, blah 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 blah, and 322. So here we have it, 322. That's enough for speed brake. I'm going to arm it. And we are good. I will go VNAV. For the moment we are doing a good job. Of course, it is very important, do not press the approach mode until you are cleared to the ILS. If you are not cleared, don't press it. And for sure the engine to continuous. Approach checklist, altimeter set 1014, and we wait for the landing checklist. So here we have the MSA 2800 from the NDB ETHA. So I'm going to come right here, put fix, put ETHA. Here we have it, Ibiza NDB, and put a radius of let's put 241 and a 20 nautical miles. To have drag is required, flaps or speed brake, sorry. Here we have our radius, it's a circle that we should gives you a situational awareness. So now, okay, drag is not required. Let's start decelerating, or still not yet, but I will prefer to put one notch of flaps. Speed checked, flaps 1. So here we are, 20 nautical miles, our radius of 20 nautical miles from ETHA NDB. And we are at 3000. Now we are clear to the approach. Let's put the approach mode and view our lock captured. Waiting for the glide slope. As we can see here, our localizer. Speed 186, we are decelerating. Speed checked, flaps 2. So our runway is here. This is the final, this is the FAP, our FAP. Runway is there. Okay, 180, the aircraft is still decelerating. Fuel looking good in case of go round. And I think the go round altitude it's 3000 if I'm not mistaken. Climb runway heading 241. Runway heading 241. And climb to 3000, then as directed 1. Then we climb to 3000. So our missed approach alt is 3000 feet. Speed checked, flaps 5. Still waiting for the glide slope. Is white, means that is armed, still not captured. And we can see our V reference here, 141, sorry, 139. So it is very important because I'm using real weather, so we will have a tailwind of 9 knots. For sure this is unacceptable in the real life, but as I promised you guys, I'm going to perform it on runway 24 instead of runway 06, because right now I should use runway 06. I mean, we can do circle to land, but I'm going to continue. The circle to land is you descend until the minimum and then you do a traffic pattern, but we will do it, maybe if you suggest it, I will do it the next video. Okay, we double check the frequency, 109.5, ILS DME 109.5, 109.5. We still are at 160 knots. Maybe I will go for flaps 10. Speed checked, flaps 10, speed brake armed. At 7.5 nautical miles, we go for gear down. Normally you go for it once you are arrived to intermediate fix, so more or less here we will go for full configuration. So glide slope captured, checked, and we are fully established. In this moment, if you are contacting ATC, you should go from Palma approach to Ibiza Tower, so you will sweep 118 here. How much is it? 118.505. So you will go 118.505. I didn't use beyond ATC or VATSIM, just to be cleared for you. And you will say Transavia 30 Alpha fully established runway 24. Radio altimeter, so let's go for gear down and let's start reducing. Speed checked, flaps 15. It was 139 plus 5, 144. Speed checked, flaps 25. And speed checked, flaps 30. Runway turn off lights and the landing checklist. Engine starting continuous. Speed brake armed, green lights checked, landing gear down, 3 greens, and flaps full green lights. Landing checklist completed. Now I will disconnect the autopilot and I will go for it manually, both autopilot and auto throttle. Autopilot disconnected and auto throttle disconnected. So now I should concentrate. Correcting for glide slope. You just correct just a bit, not that much, because if you overcorrect you will lose the speed or you will lose your glide very quickly. Since I have a tailwind, so it's going to be hard. So 1000 stabilized and missed approach set altitude set 3000. I am good. I'm keeping, as you can see, a constant rate of descent between 800 to 750 feet per minute in order to keep 3 degrees of the glide slope. So we corrected just a bit, not that much. Correcting for the lock. Speed good. Approaching minimums. Minimums continue. Runway in sight. And now we disregard any inputs from the glide slope. At 50 I start looking to the runway, the end of the runway. 50, 40, 30, idle and start flaring. Okay. Touch, speed braked up. Reverse is green, decel. Okay, manual braking. Let's take the next one to the right. So now you start cleaning the flaps, speed brake. Yes, and that's it. This is how to land doing an ILS. I hope the video was very helpful for you. I hope now you don't have any problems while doing the ILS approach. See you on the next video. If you have any suggestions, you want to do another type of approach, just let me know, and we will do it for sure. Thank you for watching, and see you soon. Bye bye.